Alright, so I'm outside right now. Today I'm not going to be working out. I'm not going to be fixing a car. I'm not going to be doing anything art related. I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen. But I want to tell you what I'm going to make and why I'm going to make it. So the other day, there is a bee over there. There's a bee. The other day, my aunt, Becca, texted me and showed me this picture right here. And it's of some scones. At the time, I was like, oh, that looks yummy. That looks like a really good pastry. I want to try that. So she offered me the recipe she was like, do you want the recipe? I'm like,
of course.
So I got the recipe and she wrote it all out for me and I'm very thankful. It's her own recipe. She made it up. So she wrote it out on a paper for me and I decided, you know what?
That was so nice of her. I'm going to make a video out of it.
Because I think this will be funny. Not because the recipe is bad, but because of me following instructions is usually like a little iffy. But I wanted to make a video on it. And that's what this video is about, just making these scones. So we'll see how that goes, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I've decided to do this video a little bit differently. Originally, I had planned on doing it inside and filming in the kitchen like I have done in some of my other videos. But today, I've decided to do it a little bit different. I'm going to put the recipe that I'm doing today for the scones right here. So if you want to follow along, you can. So pause this video, go get the ingredients, go get everything together, and then we could do it together. Oh, and I'm also going to put me doing the actual steps in real life right here so you can see me doing them. But I just wanted you guys, I thought this recipe is cool and it looks fun and let's do it. Okay, so the first step is to sift in a bowl 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 medium-large orange. And off to the side it says, I use a metal bowl and put in the fridge or freezer to get cold between steps. Scones do better when ingredients are cold, so follow that.
Then it says
5 to 6 tablespoons of frozen butter, and you grate it. Cut butter into flour mixture with a pastry blender or a fork. Don't use your hands because if you use your hands, the butter gets too warm. That makes sense, right? Then we're gonna do 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, half cup dried cherries, half a cup of dried apricots. Now, my aunt said that you can use whatever fruit you want to use. You can decorate, they're basically biscuits, and then you add stuff to them.
So that's kind of what this recipe is.
So it says to chop and add in. Then you use a cold spoon and lightly mix ingredients together. When dough begins to form, switch to your hand. Then you flour your surface. Put dough on a cold floured surface. Knead about 10 times. And don't do it too much because if you do it too much, then it probably won't rise correctly. Or I know from experience that if you knead it too much, the texture is wrong. So be careful with that. And then you roll it out in a circle about 1 to 1/4 inch. Then it says to decide what shape you want your scones to be. Traditionally, they just cut them into triangles, okay? And then it says dip knife in flour each time you cut. Oh, that makes sense so that it doesn't like stick to the knife. Nice. Okay. Then you're going to place the scones on a piece of parchment paper on a sheet pan. I put mine in the fridge for 5 minutes before baking. Brush a little egg wash or milk or cream on top, only of scones. Okay. Guess we'll figure that one out. Put in oven, bake 10 to 15 minutes, depends on how your oven cooks.
Okay, wow, this recipe,
like, I hope future me right here does this correctly because this is gonna be super fun. And then you cool and drizzle on top. Have you ever had like what was it, Pillsbury puff pastry things, and you drizzle, it's like icing on top. To make the little icing, you do 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of cream, 1 tablespoon of orange juice, and you whisk it all together, and then you put it on the top. And then you get these. This is what it's supposed to look like. what they officially look like. They look super delicious and I can't wait to try them. They're so good looking. Alright, so they just came out of the oven and, well, they came out of the oven and they've been sitting for like 30 minutes. And I'm gonna taste it now, and I'm just gonna let you guys know, I've never had a scone in my life. I don't know what they're supposed to taste like. To me, they look like biscuits with dried fruit and icing on top, which biscuits are good, dried fruit are good, and icing is good. So it's gonna be good, you know? So we're gonna try it and see what it tastes like. I let my dad try it and he said he was expecting it to be harder. So I don't know if scones are supposed to be harder or not. That's what my dad said. That's what it looks like on the inside. I really like this. I think I'm gonna make this like more often. This is really good. Like this recipe is really good. I like it. Good job, Aunt Becca. I love them. Thank you for the recipe. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I really enjoyed making these scones and they're really good and I learned what a scone is and I know I tried something new. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Please go follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be right here. Go follow Boris on Instagram. It's also gonna be right here. Go follow me on Twitter and TikTok. It's the same username. I'll put it here once again. The song of the day is gonna be Let It Go by James Bay. It's a really good song and you should go check it out. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so please help me get there. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and it takes 1 second to do, so please do that. And yeah, don't forget to smile with pow.